Hello traders and welcome in a new daily market analysis video. It's the 25th of March. Let's have a quick look on the markets and our last day of our trading week. What do we expect and what do we have on our agenda? Please stay tuned. On the economic agenda for today, the 25th of March, we basically had some data from the British economy, which was the retail sales for the month of February. And basically, it came below the forecasts, which showed an increase of 0.6. However, the numbers showed a decrease of 0.3%. We also have the German IFO Business Climate Index for the month of March from the German economy, as well as the EU Leaders Summit actually enters the second day. We will also need to have a look on the statements from the EU leaders, of course, regarding the geopolitical tensions and as well as the monetary policy expected during the remaining of this year. And we basically end our week with the pending home sales month over month for February from the US economy, which is supposed and expected to come better than the previous reading for January. That was all for the economic agenda, and let's have a look on the charts. Starting with the gold trading, basically we had a brilliant move yesterday above the resistance that we mentioned in yesterday's report. The resistance was around 1950. We had this brilliant upward move. We are currently in the phase of the retest. So after a brilliant break to the upside, we need to make sure that the gold trading will basically hold the trading above the 1950 key handle. On the 30 minutes time frame, it seems very well to me that we are having a very strong upward move to the upside. It's a clear uptrend with higher highs as well as higher lows. So basically any retracement should be a good opportunity to go long on gold trading on the short term, as long as we are having this brilliant extended move to the upside with the bullish momentum, as well as long as we are trading above the levels of the 1950. So we are basically long on gold trading during the last day of our trading week. Let's have a look on the US crude oil, which basically rejected the levels of resistance that we mentioned in the report. 115, we're starting to have this brilliant move to the downside. A clear downtrend is starting to form on the 30 minutes time frame as well. So we are basically expecting an extended move to the downside. The key level that will basically define the trend for the next period is basically the levels of the 106 or $107 per barrel. That was the levels of the last low on the 4-hour time frame. So we are definitely gonna target the $107, and this basically will define the upcoming direction move. I mean, a break and a close below 107 should extend the move to the downside. However, the more probable scenario is basically that we will be respecting this support level to continue a move to the sideways range, and that's what we're expecting on the US crude oil. Having a look also on the US Dow Jones, basically on the 30 minutes time frame, we're doing nothing else than a sideways range. We're having a key support around the levels of 34,350, as well as the resistance just above the levels of 34,820. So we're having a resistance and a support. We're basically trading in a sideways range. Basically, this is something that we could trade in a sideways range between the levels of support and resistance. So we will be having our shorts on the resistance, our longs on the support, and we'll be waiting for a clear breakout of the trading range to define the next direction movement. The last thing that we need to check is basically the US dollar index. We brilliantly broke below the levels of 98.70 that we mentioned in yesterday's report. However, it's again showing a sideways range between the levels of resistance 98.92 and the levels of support just around the 98.35. So we are expecting an extended move to the sideways range during the last day of the week, and we'll catch up in another video in the next week. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned.